One of the reasons we looked at Rethink specifically was the data component to be able to show student progress, because most of it is revolved around that. And so if we have really good data that supports why we're working on the skills that we're working on and how we're able to document that progress for their child, it's much more visual for families, it's much more concrete, that allows them to see that progress and allows us to be able to report it in a meaningful way and a consistent way. So our goal is always student progress. That is what we aim for, and making sure that we're working on the skills that are going to get to that progress. And so when we have data that supports that, then we're able to talk with families.
So one particular case where Rethink has really helped this year, I was working with a teacher and a student, and there were behavior problems, and we went through the Rethink process of creating a behavior plan and went through the IEP meeting and created behavior goals. The parent had been receiving a lot of anecdotal and verbal information about the problems the student was having at school and was really concerned that the plan wasn't working. And so the teacher and I got together and printed out a progress report from Rethink and sent it home. And that evening we got an email from the parent thanking us tremendously for sending that, because visually he was able to see the improvement in his son's behavior, both in the decrease of the problem behavior and in the increase in the behavior skills. And that was awesome, because that's what we want to see.
Anytime you can present a visual to parents is much easier than just presenting words. When they can see it laid out in front of them in some kind of visual format, a line graph, bar graph, whichever way you choose to graph that, that always is more meaningful to parents than just something that's an anecdotal with words that might be understanding of those words.
I would recommend Rethink to behavior analysts that are working in school districts, because it's an excellent program. It gives us very rich data and curriculum in helping teach the behavior skills that we want to see our students perform. The progress reports that Rethink produces gives excellent information for the parents, and there's no arguing about how the student is progressing. We can see it on paper. We can see the visual graph, and we can see also the hard numbers that show the mean performance and whether that skill was mastered, and we're moving on to the next target. So I would highly recommend the Rethink program.